Alright, hello everyone, this is Slashshot. It's been a while since I did Apex, and finally I did my 5 placement matches. I was Gold 3 last season. I barely played anything. I did 10 games, I stayed in Gold 3, and I was playing Final Fantasy 14 online. And my box is kind of coming together a bit this season. I'm still waiting on summoning Kruger at the end of the month and then building Bozo when his 3C comes out. Something like next week. One second, there's a bug on my curtain. Be right back. All right, sorry for that. I paused the recording. I'm back. I'm too lazy editing the video, but I killed the bug. All right, so I did my 5 placement matches, and I plan to add Kruger and Balzo near the end of the month, and that will kind of complete my box, more standard season 8 box. My box currently look like this. I'm using the Mercenary Ares, and my own Ares is like 3-star and not built. The idea I have here is I'm gonna take out Elwyn. I originally had like Mario in here, right? Which is not like she's losing favor a bit. She might be good in more like tank push. There's so many long range thread, long range AoEs, and it's just crazy. I don't think she's as good. If I add her in, she has a faction buff issue too. Like it kind of force her. Like if the opponent bans Hilda, you don't want to pick Hilda too early, to be honest, and unless you kind of doing stall and tank push. And if I don't have Hilda, then I might have to pick Elwyn, and Elwyn is dead pick in many games. Like Kruger and Balzo, for example, both have Lancer troops, so he's not going to kill anybody. Yeah, so I was, I'm gonna take these 2 units out and add like Balzo and Kruger, wherever my Kruger is here. Right, my very weak 3-star Kruger. So I'm gonna summon multiple copies of Kruger in the Kruger Rosensteel banner. I just need 3 copies. Then I should be good. That will make him, I believe, 5-star. Yeah, and unfortunately right now, Balzo is also kind of weak, no 3C yet. I will rebuild him with Breeze and 3C when it comes out. And right now, I played with this box. This Ares is actually very playable. Pretty good, pretty good enchant. Although it's only full moon, but it kind of closed my gap this week, so it's great, and proper AB stone, skill and crit and all that. So, all right, what did I do? What's my idea here? So I picked this because I don't have a lot of AOE yet before Kruger and Balzo gets added in, and so I'm going kind of long range single target with some tank in the mix. And I kind of, we obviously added new units this season, like SP Sherry, Kayura, Lucretia. These are all very overpowered units. It's just insane. I have a Licorice as well. I noticed that I have my Kayura just reached 6 stars today, and she actually never solved gameplay. Always got banned, or I didn't want to pick her. And right now, my Luke is still 5-star. It will take a little bit longer to get to 6-star. My Liko just got to 5-star. Still sharding her as well. And where's my Helena? And my Helena, where's my Helena? Jesus Christ. Where is my Helena? Oh, here. My Helena is 5-star as well. So sharding them. Hopefully I will have some space to shard up Balzo and Kruger in the next little while. All right, so moving on to our gameplay. Just gonna go through the replay and get this on YouTube. All right, so I actually won all 5 games, interestingly. I didn't expect that, but I think I had easier opponent maybe, and I made some terrible mistakes like not putting units in guard range, very stupid mistakes, but somehow I still won. And winning 5 times as Gold 3 last season actually land me on the same position, right? Gold 3 is the highest rating you can get. I think if you're Langrisser last season, you can win just 2 in placement and forfeit the next 3, and you can still be Gold 3. I don't know if winning 4 here gets you to Gold 3. I've never tested this if you were Gold 3 last season. Anyways, enough of the intro. So let's go into the actual games. All right, so first game here. we're against Mac Magedo. Let's go through the band pick here. So let's pause real quick. Right, so I look at this box. I'm like, very interesting box. There's SP Altimeter, and during the gameplay, I wasn't even sure how he works. And he first banned Rosensteel. He does have some AoE threat. Interestingly, there's Lestel here too, and there's some Deadly Vincent. But fortunately, no Kruger here. Kruger's too strong. Too strong. So let's go through this. So I first banned Hilda because I want to just outrange him with single target. And ban the tank. So Hilda's kind of bad against my single targets. Also bad against Kayura to block a crit. So he banned Florentia and Burn to start, which is very interesting, and pick Juggler. That's an interesting pick because maybe I banned that. And I banned Teleport and Ek again, so he has kind of less advantage as P2. He only has one Ek again. I pick Ares for long range. He bans my tank, and I'm just gonna play with no tank. And he picked into a healer because I banned Liana, so he doesn't want me to ban 2 more healers. That's fine with me, so I banned Rosensteel. I'm just going to pause this too fast. I banned Rosensteel because I want my Lucretia's 3C to actually go through, let's say Juggler or something. Rosensteel actually would mitigate that, right? The stack. I don't know if that's the right ban, to be honest. I think there's more threat. If he pick Juggler and like Rosensteel and Nicole, he's already at a disadvantage. That's how I feel. So maybe this was not the greatest ban. So I banned this. Yeah, I don't know about this, to be honest. He already picked a healer. So I pick SP Sherry. I guess I can stun too with SP Sherry, but technically he can bring magic resist. So he banned Liana and Koyura, and I'm playing basically healer this at this point because I don't plan to pick Licorice. He's playing SP Altmiller, and I ban his long range AoE and Ares, and I go into Helena with super long range. He banned my last healer and Elwyn, and I just pick one tank to tank some hit. And I try to outrange him a little bit. Yeah, so this Ares kind of counters his Juggler because it's very deadly when he remove his water. So he actually picked Betty, which actually makes my Ares and Helena kind of kill each other. I mean, kill themselves because they do AoE as well. So what did I do with the skill setup? I brought Mass Attack on Lucretia so I can buff Sherry. I wanted to kill Balzo with Sherry, and that's why I use Shadow Raid plus Earth Elf Knight. I don't believe. I think Angel might have trouble killing Balzo because if you use Shadow Raid to bypass tank, at 2 range, Angel doesn't attack. And if you attack at melee range, then Angel does full damage, but Sherry does reduced damage. Because Shadow Raid only does full damage. There's melee penalty on Shadow Raid. That's why I brought. That's the idea between Earth Elf Knight. And then obviously I bought 3C and Noble Charge here, trying to basically snipe Juggler. I'm not sure why he brought Stone Colossus. That doesn't make sense. It's worse against magic, and I don't have any cavalry soldier here. I mean, there is Helena, but the angel is gonna fight the Lancer. So I feel like I don't know. Or maybe he's expecting water to be removed, so he doesn't want lobster. I'm a little confused, to be honest. Standard loadout here, and then he didn't bring guard on Betty, and he brought savage attack, and he brought these things. Balzo with the stun, and then Licorice with the heal 3C. He didn't bring mass resist or anything, or mass protect, so he wanted the 3C and do some AoE. I didn't know how Ultimate worked, but apparently he has a 2-ring range Dragon Dance, and he can do AoE, and then after dealing damage, teleport all enemy within the area to block adjacent to you. If you have fusion power special effect and are adjacent to 3 or more enemy, you can attack again. So I had to be careful of this, but I didn't even know how he works. So I kind of YOLO this one. Anyways, let's go. So I just move forward with my Landius to do. He just need to take 2 hits, and they're mostly AOEs except Ultimator, and Ultimator does AOE too. So I just didn't even fetch a buff on my Landius. He doesn't buff anymore. Wait, Balzo had the faction buff? I must have read this wrong. Oh, yeah, okay, so yeah, he brought faction buff from Ball, so he can do the 3C here. I see, that's what he did. So I start positioning my units forward, basically threatening him, right? Like, so he had to zone him out, forcing him. You know, my guildmate pros told me, you know, they can't AOE if they're dead. So I followed this idea and kind of picked into this long range with no healer. Yeah, I wasn't even planning to pick Landius, to be honest. If I could get even one more long range. So I just go in now. Just YOLO it. Just YOLO. And Juggler almost died. He didn't die. Interestingly. And bet he's gonna do a lot of damage against Ares because Ares is doing AoE damage here. It's almost killing myself. Yeah, so I go in again. I just, you know, just go ham. Kill Balzo because Balzo's not guarded. I got rid of water. That's the whole idea. So I don't even need to assassinate him anymore. And no debuff either from Betty because I have Shirion. Yeah, almost killed himself. Yeah, gonna do even more damage to himself. Wow. And Betty is actually gonna kill them both. But I got rid of AoE threat, which is pretty good. And Juggler is crippled. And I shift position with Luke just to kill Balzo. So Dog Juggler. So Juggler can't even do AoE. So I got rid of most of the AoE threat. Since I don't have healer, I just need to go ham. Right? Just go YOLO, go Leroy Jenkins. So now he still have an AoE, which is Miller. So he's gonna do AoE 3C here, I believe. Right, but you know, he can do 2-ring attack, so he can only get Lucretia right now. And he's gonna 3C. Yeah, if I didn't kill Juggler there or Balzo there, I think I'm gonna have a rough time with no healers. So I'm just to go ham. And I'm gonna kill Licorice with Sherry, and Sherry almost died herself, which is insane. And I just decided that Sherry is about to die anyway, so just go nuts and deal damage because there's no healer. Now Luke is our last remaining units, and she self heals with 20% every turn with the 3C. So, and because Landius has guard and his Ultimator is not going to do anything, and we can kill Ultimator with magic, which is exactly what we're going to do next. Right? And now Ultimator dead, and Betty will not win against this. Alright, so that's the first game. First time, I believe, I played without a tank for the last little while, because Season 6, I was going tank turtle push. I had a tank there. First time I played without no healer. In Season 6, if you, Global Season 6 Apex, if you watch me, I was playing with like 6 healers, and, not 6, practically 6 healers. I have so many off heal. So I end up with like 3-4 healers, units that can heal every game. So this is a nice change of pace just to try different things out. All right, so next game against this Chris CZY guy. Fortunately, I didn't run into any top playoff player because I landed in Go 3 last season, so I'm happy with that. And also playing the last time slot on Sunday might have helped escape from avoid some top pros. All right, so I'm P2 here. Let's watch the battle report. What did we do here? Gonna pause real quick. Oh, I look at this, I'm like, oh my god. So this is like Yulia. Like I use Yulia a lot in Season 6. She won me a lot of game. So I'm like, okay, this is like a turtle tank push box, right? Like it feels like one. There is a bit of AoEs here and there. There's even racial, very slow lag. So I'm gonna start banning Landius so my mages can do damage, and if he's juggler, I'm just gonna kill juggler. And that was the idea. And he banned my Kayura. So my Kayura never saw play. And he first picked Rosenseal, which is a bit weird because if you look at my box, I don't have much AoE here, so I feel like this is not the right pick. But again, he has only 2 healers, Rosenseal and Liana. It does help against some debuffs, like Helena's debuff, Elvin's debuff. I guess that still works, right? I still have mini AoEs. And then I've just banned Juggler since he has Rosen Seal and the teleporter. So now he just have an Act again, but he has no teleporter to initiate on me. So I can first pick Florentia to ensure either plus movement or Act again, setting me up for success as P2. Then he banned my Sherry and TJs. And one thing with Florentia first pick is that she also has mass attack. So if you get faction buffer banned, I can, like if Sherry's not banned, I can kind of second pick Sherry too. That's an idea, depending on the situation. So I banned the long legs, Rosalia and Helena. I want to outzone him. Then I pick Luke with 2 life and long range. I have a Scepter of Divinity on her. So he banned both faction buff at my Frontier, which is obviously very fine. So I'm kind of playing with Landius here. So he picked Elwyn, which I guess means I would be in a tough spot if I don't pick a tank, right? That's the idea. He's very strong against no tank. So what did I ban here? I banned Balzo and Kayura, some long range and some AoEs, and I still didn't pick a tank. I just went Ares because Ares kind of to some degree check Elwyn, but if Burn is guarding Elwyn, Ares can really kill Burn. But I didn't want to pick a tank. I just want to try to be aggressive. So he banned my Helena Elwyn, so I still have long range threat, right? And he picked Yulia. This is when I picked Landius, I believe. So it become a standard tank versus tank push. I banned Rachel and Leon so that he can't disrupt my guard because I'm picking up tank now. And Rachel is rough, really rough. Rachel help healing too. I just didn't want to deal with another semi-healer and high damage mage, or even AoE, right? I didn't want to deal with that. And he can ban whatever. I have like 3 healers here, to be honest. I'm going to pick one of the healer probably. Right, and he banned Rosensiel and ODS, so I just pick into Liana for double Act again. And he picked Liko for another healer, which is very interesting. So it's kind of a standard tank. And his tank is not standard. Balzo that can, Burn cannot guard against magic. So he's already added this disadvantage, I think, right? So he brought a faction buff and Iron Fist, right? And then this is standard loadout. I feel like he should bring Miracle for more damage and more magic damage reduction. So he brought AoE here to do 1-3C with 1 faction buff. Oh well. And then he brought this loadout, 3C, Godly Menace, and Faith, and he has Elwyn with the standard loadout. I went pure single target here. Pure single target. I have Gospel to Gospel Luke, and I brought another AoE here to help me mitigate. I just want to heal a lot. And I don't really have attack buff for my healers because they don't really need it. So I'm just moving forward, and he's moving forward, and I start, faction buffing myself, and I made a mistake here. I kind of made a mistake here because this puppet here, his Elwyn can move into a position that can kill my puppet, but I don't know if people would sacrifice an Elwyn for a puppet, to be honest, because my Ares can still kill Elwyn in 1 turn. That's the idea. Luke and Ares both check Elwyn, right? So I gospel Luke here, and still have 1 act again. So this is where his Elwyn faction buff. Right, so you can see go here 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically can attack into this column. And I'm positioning my Ares forward, and something really interesting happened here on turn 2. Very interesting, which really surprised me. I'm like, what the hell is that? So he went forward with Yulia, and I'm like, wait a second, right? What just okay? Let's replay that. That was insane. That was crazy. What just happened there was crazy. First of all, because he has Rosenseal, I could not go through the stack, so that's why I didn't use 3Cs. 3C apply a debuff, right? And defense debuff. I used Dark Reaper instead. It's stronger if you can apply 3C debuff. So let's check that again. What just happened here? First of all, this Yulia has extremely high HP, right? That's a sign. I didn't check. Right? He bought Mass Maid. Mass Maid kind of will annihilate my Landius a little bit because I bought Lancer because I wanted to counter Elwyn. Maybe I should bring Templar Knight, but I thought about it at the beginning, but Templar Knight is rough on this terrain here, so I wanted this easier terrain movement. Okay, let's see what just happened here. So I went in, right, and Thorn, right? I think that's Thorn and more than just Thorn. Let's replay that again. I think I just missed one more thing. Drop reflect, drop nerd Thorn, right? Drop nerd Thorn. That's 80% damage reflect. That's insane. I could have killed myself maybe if I didn't have Nebulous robe. That robe I summoned, the 2 robes I summoned from the equipment banner last week really helped. So Lukusha was able to survive. He baited me, and his Thorn triggered. What a madman! I was thinking of Thorn, Dropner Yulia earlier. If I go Turtle again this season, but I decided to not play Turtle and actually learn how to play a proper box. But this guy's a madman. He's doing what I was thinking of doing, and because of that, I was thinking to swap position, right? Swap position and have the puppet go forward and maybe kill Yulia. But because of the Rosenseal heal, right? Because Rosenseal had a heal here, a heal stack when attack and taking damage, and the Dropner Thorn damage reflect counts as damage. So she also heals 30%. Oh no, where is it? She heals 30% here from Thorn and Dropner from the 80% damage reflect. So she healed a lot. So then I'm like, oh god, I can't actually kill her. So I just decided to teleport my Lukusha back into safety and just reset. That's what I decided to do. At least I took 1 life out of Yulia. That's kind of crazy what this Yulia was built, how it was built. So I started pushing. He started pushing too. And, I was thought a little bit about whether I should go in and kill his Elvin, but I'm like, there's no point risking this, especially with a burn aura. I don't know if this Ares can actually kill. So I use Rush on Luke, and this allows me to act again Luke, because Luke wasn't in range to go to here, right? So I kind of teleported in a weird spot. Maybe I didn't need to do this, but at the time I wasn't sure where I was gonna go, and I put Luke over here in safe position, so then my puppy can be guarded too. Maybe I could have kept, Luke on this side, right? I don't know, right? But I wanted to guard her, so yeah. And now I can move over here and attack 5 range to kill burn, and I still got back again with Liana. So I decided to go ahead and do this. He decided not to move. And he has no move left. I kill burn basically using 3C even without debuff, because burn cannot tank magic without guarding infantry anyways. So he probably still dead with guarding infantry. So dark, yeah, he did this, which did obviously nothing. So I just decided to heal with, I think, Liana here. No. I decided to heal with Frontier here. 1 AoE heal here. And then his Yulia started to go in, and the Mass Maid really deal a lot of damage to my Heavy Centurion. Because it's range attack instead of melee, my Landius actually lived. If it was melee range, Landius, I believe, would have been dead. So, one advantage of being further away from Yulia. Yulia is so slow. Yeah, no breeze feels bad. Thorn Yulia. So I just kill another life of Yulia, like this. Just keep killing Yulia's life. And he has no heal now, so no tank either. Ares can kill Yulia. So he decided to not even do anything. I just kill Yulia and the game's mine. Yeah, so this is why turtle tank push may not be a too good idea unless you run like 4 tanks, but then you might just get dumped down by AoE because you don't have enough threat. Yeah, it's not the best for tank season. Maybe it'll be better near the end of the season once Christian, a Princess Magic tank comes out. Okay, so we won that one. Pretty happy about that. And the next game, I have so many brain farts. And I somehow still won. I deserve to lose. let's check this out. So I'm P1 here on Sky Map. And I was thinking, okay, so let's look at the opponent box. Oh my god, so many tanks. Juggler, Freya. Freya's pretty good against mages too. Hilda, so I just started banning Hilda, I believe. Yeah, I banned Hilda first. So he banned, I don't know why he banned Helena first, to be honest. I think he wanted to outrange me. So I just first pick Luke. That allows me to pick Sherry as well. And he banned T-Jess and Kayura, which is fine. He picked Juggler to tank and kind of do AoE too, so I just picked into Sherry, I believe. I banned his Sherry and Florentia, so he doesn't have move speed or Ek again. What did he ban here? He banned Elwyn, Ares, the long range, which makes sense. They kind of counter Juggler, and he picked T-Jess. So that's a teleport support. So I just banned his assassins. I banned his assassins, and I went Florentia for one more Ek again as P1. And I wasn't too worried about tank being banned, to be honest. I'm just trying to resist picking tank. Right, trying to pick, trying to learn how to ban pick. So he actually have Alastria. Alastria is not the biggest threat assassin-wise on this map, but I made some crucial mistake later on against her. There's a little bit of grass here, so I start picking Hilda because there's not much left, and I somehow pick another tank. Honestly, I don't know if this was the right pick. Maybe I should have picked Liana, but I picked another tank. I mean, 2 tank helps mitigate against Juggler's 3C lockdown, I guess, so that's something. Or Yulia lockdown. And now he's picked Freya, and Freya is so tanky. I was very surprised how tanky Freya was. So what did we bring here? So we brought the standard tank stuff. Assassinate with Angel, so this is to snipe T-Jess. And I think I snipe Alastria too. I don't think I can snipe anybody else. And then I look with full single target loadout and Frontier with mass attack. I went with less AoE healing, thinking that I need to have more damage loadout, and Luke is gonna do a lot of attack. That's my idea. So, anyways, I forgot to check opponent skills. So I just guarded there with my Landius. So lining. So I guess he expected me to bring Templar Knight, and I did not even bring because I forgot to change my soldiers. That was my fault, and my fault of not picking the right soldier somehow outplayed the opponent. Miracle is really strong here, and you'll see. So he actually brought faction buff on Juggler, which is very interesting. I feel like it's not worth it. Right? It says that the actual effect is increase damage by 15% if your HP percentage is higher than the enemies. But if we're all at 100%, it's not gonna do a whole lot. And then he brought Consecration here. I don't know why. This is very weird. So I felt like he should just bring Faction Buff here and have one more threat skill on Juggler. And then Alastria obviously benefit from the Origin Faction Buff. Same with T-Jess here. I didn't notice that until we went in the game. So my Luke actually breezed. Yeah, maybe this is too fast, so let's slow it down. Normal speed. Oh, that's too slow. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's slow pull. Hold on. 2x speed. 2x speed. Yeah, so he went faction buff with Juggler. I think this space is better with two times to talk through this. And then I went in with Cherry, and the idea was I'm out of the grass range. He can still attack me without attack skill, but I think with Last Ride and Landius damage aura and Hilda's anti-crit, I should be able to survive if he tries to go here and snipe me. But I definitely won't go here. If I go here, there's no guard and she'll be dead. Right now, Hilda faction buff Helena, sorry, Florentia, so Florentia can start building tokens, battle strategy tokens. All right, so we start mass attack here, and Sherry now has mass attack, and decided to increase speed on Sherry, and we'll get 2 tokens back anyways. So now my Sherry actually has very threatening range, right? Except I can't really get anywhere anyways, because this is the choke point. She can't fly actually. So she's keeping everybody back, doing some. She's trying to buff, I guess. So I'm pushing forward now with Hilda, with setting up a guard, and he's guarding here. He's pushing out slowly as well. Slow turtle push, and I put my Landius here, so his juggler cannot lock down both of my tanks if he wanted. Right, so his juggler next turn, right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 can only lock down one, right, and Landius would be still guarding. He's doing Miracle now, and it's very dangerous with the bonus damage. I didn't really account for that. For this move, I look forward and I reset the mass attacks cooldown on Frontier. She actually attacked me here. Very interesting. So I just heal Luke back to full. And then I think I did act again on Luke here. And I did something really dumb here. So teleport here. This is a mistake. What she did just did here. That's a mistake. He's trying to weaken my Landius, and she actually does a lot of bonus damage. So how did Landius die here? So first of all, maybe I should have healed Landius with my Frontier, right? Just before this attack, I'm not at full HP. So if you check the bonus damage here, when attacking, if unit's HP percentage is higher than the enemy, 15% bonus damage. And she has Miracle. So that's 30% bonus damage. So all the range damage reduction on Landius did not mitigate against that. And plus, 3C just deal a lot of damage, right? I think if I, healed Landius, I think Landius would have lived the first life. But it's not a big deal. I have two tank here. That was still very surprising. I maybe misplayed. I think I should have healed Landius. One life now. So what I did is I went in with Sherry to kill his Light of Genesis, right? So the Shadow Ray was enough with Rack. So basically Sherry herself attacked, and that was enough to kill the soldiers and the hero itself. At this point, the opponent started using a lot of emotes. Maybe that got me. There's a lot of so dead every turn. I started playing like crap right here. So I move Sherry back here so that she can't reach anybody with a last trio. Now she set up a last trio for attack next turn under guard of Freya. And I did something crazy here. Did no damage. That's insane. I used Dark Reaper and they did no damage. So I'm like, wow. She has obviously high M defense, and Empress Personal Guard has pretty high M defense too. When attack, soldier gain 1 range, more attack, and take 30% less magic damage. So Princess Guard is actually really good. That's crazy. And my Sorcerer's first HP was broken. So I was not going to kill this Freya, honestly speaking, with my Lucretia. So I have to keep that in mind. That's crazy. I was gonna maybe bring Guardian Infantry on Landius, but I forgot. Yeah, because I wanted to do more damage with Landius on attack. And if I brought Guardian Infantry, he could do some damage against Empress Guard too. So at this point, I'm like, okay, maybe I just win on damage and snipe some units with Sherry. And something crazy happened here. 3C almost killed my Hilda with that much bonus damage with Miracle. And extra bonus damage from 3C. That's insane. That's insane. I was shocked. And notice that because she has 3C, she's on grass. So I made more mistake here. So I healed Landius instead of Hilda, because Hilda still have 2 more life, and I healed the soldiers of Hilda. Yeah, so that keep the tank a bit healthy now. And he started 3C'ing here. I think his juggler is gonna go soon. Yeah, and what did I do here? I made a mistake. I made a crucial mistake here. Moving Sherry up 1 is a mistake. She needs a mass attack and reset anyways. So this is so bad because I killed TJS, right? Gonna act again. Turn order changed. Um, I'm in range to be killed because this 3C here is on grass. And she can melee me as well or range me, both works. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here or here, both works. I should have kept Sherry further back, so that was a mistake, and you'll see that she dies next turn. So I'm trying to kill Juggler here by targeting Freya, so Juggler guard. And this will heal Lucretia herself a little bit just by doing some damage. I mean, she heals anyways with the passive. So I reduce cooldown. Yep, Sherry's dead at the beginning of next turn. That was a complete mistake. I got outplayed here. Played really badly. Yeah, that was bad. That was so bad of me. So I'm trying to kill Juggler. And it didn't kill! That's crazy. One tanky Juggler there. Maybe if I'm 6-star Lucretia, it would have killed. So at this point, I do some 3C, recharge token, AoE heal. I think I might have act again. I did dispel some water debuff too. And act again Lucretia, and for Lucretia to attack Juggler again, and his Juggler run away. Yeah, and so I move forward a bit, and maybe I should just attack Juggler first. I keep getting Juggler, letting Juggler heal. Like I'm playing so bad. And here again, I left Frontier outside of guard range. Oh wait, no, sorry. She is in attack guard range still. 1 turn left, and Landius have no guard left because he used it earlier on. So that was insane. She killed herself. I feel like he should have just killed the puppet first, right? If he killed the puppet, I think she has a really good chance to win this game. And she'll outrange my Luke and just keep doing damage with Alastrio. But I still have 2 tanks and a healer, and he has 2 tanks and a healer, so I don't know how this will play out. But he attacked Lucretia, and to my surprise, Lucretia counter-killed her at 3 range, because my Luke has 4 attack range with the puppet. I think that kind of sealed the game, but I still made lots of mistakes, and you will see. Right. I'm throwing very hard here. I'm pushing Landius forward, trying to block him from moving forward. He's also blocking me here. Yeah, and then I move Luke here, and I move the puppet here, and I'm just gonna heal up my tank. Yeah, and then heal up the Sorcerer's Soldier. Florentia is just so good with the Faction Up. That's insane. Yeah, so Sorcerer is actually full HP now, and all the cooldowns back with all the Ack again and puppet thing. So what did I do here? I think I did something really dumb again. I'm attacking Juggler here, trying to just do damage and heal myself at the same time. And I don't know why I did this. I thought Hilda still have 2 range guard. She already lost the guard. It is Landius that have 2 range guard now, so I should have just kept. I should have kept this puppet here. That allowed Freya to kill the puppet. I'm like just playing so dumb right now. I'm playing so dumb right now. Like tilting here, throwing hard. And then I mean I still can win because there's no damage dealer. It's crazy how Lucretia counter killed the 100% HP Alastria. That's just crazy. So I'm blocking her here, blocking them here so that only his Freya can get there. To be honest, he could move I guess Rosenseal here. So he moved Jogger first here, and I block here. he no longer have magic guard, so I just decided to kill his for. Wait, how did I apply so many debuff there? Oh wow, the 3C got rid of most of the stacks. That's interesting. So I kill Frontier. I'm just gonna do this thing here. You know, I just wait for Juggler to die outside there. You know, I just end turn, move Frontier out. His Juggler has to end turn, so I can go up with Luke and attack his Juggler. I can't believe his Juggler lived throughout this onslaught, man. And I forgot there's guard again on Freya, so we're not gonna kill anything. We did a bit more damage this time. Consecration, interesting. So his Freya basically is very tanky. There's a chance-based heal. Interesting strategy he did. And I just, you know, melee Freya, Thorn. Yeah, I need to study Freya a bit more to see how she works. She seems to be pretty threatening against mages. So right here, I just stand here with Landius, wait for him to end his turn, then his Juggler will just automatically die to Fog. Yeah, and Juggler dead, and now I just kill Freya, who has very little HP left. Yeah, that's crazy how much damage Freya does to Sorceress. Yeah, I threw pretty hard this game, eh? Throwing Sherry out to Alastrio, but thank God Alastrio died to Luke's counterattack. Okay, so fourth game here, P1 again. Pause for a second here. I'm like, I look at this box, it's pretty standard, right? There's Florentia, there's Liana, there's Rosenseal, there's lots of long range threats, the Kayura, Lucretia, you know, new units, and SP Sherry, right? Very standard. It looks like my mirror box, to be honest. Wait, is this a complete mirror? Wait, he has Balzo. He has Balzo where I have Lico. I think that's the only difference, right? This is a complete mirror. Wow. That's crazy. No. He has Leon too. What do I have? Oh no, he have Juggler. I have Landius. He has Hilda and Juggler, 2 tanks. He has Leon. What do I have in place of Leon? How many healer does he have again? Liana, Frontier, Rose, and Seal. So I have Licorice instead of Bozo. And he has Leon instead of what? Odious. Yeah, Odious. I have Odious support. Yeah, so it's very, very similar. Just 2 units that are different. So I was like, okay, so let's just ban Luke because it's a pretty standard box and lots of threat here. First banning Luke, shut down some mass attack and crazy attacks. She can do AoE single target mass attack. Just too strong. So I decided to do a more balanced ban instead of banning Hilda here. I first pick Luke. Luke is just very flexible. He banned Frontier's faction buffer, which is pretty nuts to be honest. And then he started picking Helena. And I banned Sherry and T-Jess, so no teleport. I also don't want to deal with long range magic. And I picked Landius. I don't know about this. I think I forced. Maybe I didn't have to pick a tank to be honest. But I decided to pick a tank because he aggressively banned tank. So yeah, I just did this. I guess I don't know if it's right or not. So he banned Ares and Odious. And then he picked Ares. So it's like he's going super long range threat right now. So he's changing his gameplay. And I'm like, oh wow, panic mode, right? So I banned Burn's faction buff adds so much damage for Helena and Ares, so I banned Burn. I also want to ban Kayura, so 1 less range threat. And I picked Sherry here. I still have lots of healers, and he banned my long legs. And then he picked 1 more long leg. At this point, I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna go beef mode on me. Just like throw everything at me. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. Maybe I should have picked Kayura here, because Kayura kind of counters AoE. But I picked Helena to hopefully outrange him a little bit. And he also have Elwyn right now, and Helena kind of counters Elwyn to some degree. So I just decided to do that. And he started banning my healers, two act again healer. He picked Juggler, which is also another AoE. So I decided to pick Licorice here for the last healer spot, and he picked Elwyn here, I believe, for super long leg. So he's full on assault on my end, right? So I'm like, oh god, right? So I put everybody on the back lane. I put everybody on the back lane. Did I put everybody on the back lane? Yeah, I think I did, right? He's putting everyone in the front lane. I put everyone on the bank lane. There's still one extra lane to go back, but you can only place in these, back here. So I have Landius here with Royal Cavalry because there's so much crazy units here. I feel like he actually went AoE instead. Otherwise Helena might even bust Landius, I guess, and Ares with single target probably can bust me. He decided to go AoE. I guess that works. Elwyn doesn't have AoE. Leon's kind of a single target AoE-ish. Helena's single target AoE-ish. So I have to watch out for Ares and Juggler. Right? So I just kind of start moving Landius forward 1. And I wanted the faction buff Landius so that he doesn't die. And I hug Landius. He started moving Elwyn forward, faction buff. And I want to move Sherry down here. Try to trigger Breeze and didn't happen. Juggler forward, and I moved Helena up here, and he started moving everybody forward, and I'm like, okay, I want to move my units back here so that I'm not in range of Juggler and Ares. Right? Juggler can go here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. His Helena can go like here, I guess, but I don't believe it can reach my Helena. I mean, what's it called? Licorice. If he goes here, she will get 1, 2, right, 1 spot here. So she can go 1 free spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chivalry, right, and then go get 2 more tiles, then 1, 2 free tile, 1, 2, 3, right. So just outside of Helena's range, and then Ares on this side can go kind of here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Still can AoE me, to be honest. So a little bit of a rough situation. I felt I was in a pickle, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna fuck the tank, except my, I'll let Liko take some damage. He has 2 life anyways. So he decided to put Ares there. I just went in. I went in because I don't want him to throw everything at me first. So I decided to kill his Helena first. Helena is not guarded, right? I just killed his Helena first and start taking out threat, right? As long as he doesn't throw everything on me, I can live. So I have created some diversion here. Alright, so Helena I think was a good pick still versus Kayura. Okay, so he stripped a lot of buffs obviously. But can't kill Lancer. And I decided to kill his Elwyn with my Sherry. I think I did the wrong order, to be honest. I think I should have used this and then the 3C. And then 3C would have heal 100% damage, and I'll be at full HP instead of using Holy Thunder to kill. Yeah, that was a mistake, and costed me my Sherry. Yeah, that was a mistake for sure. Now Sherry's not in guard range, and she didn't heal even the full. And the rack, actually, this Ares had rack, so Sherry's dead anyways. Yeah, so Leon went in first to kill Sherry. Actually, Leon killed Sherry. My memory did not serve me right. I guess Sherry's dead either way. And there's some AoE damage on me. And this RNG is so bad for him. And I just killed Leon and heal up a bit. So this RNG is so bad for him because if his Leon got me over here, then this Ares has very strong follow-up. So this RNG really helped me, thank God. This is so bad. So his Ares can only go all the way 1, 2, 3, 4 here and do AoE. So Maybe I shouldn't even killed Leo. Maybe I should have waited a bit, so his Ares can just jump in. Yeah, so his Ares can kind of jump in here and kill. I feel like his Ares can still go in here, right? And then go here and do AOE and hopefully kill both the puppet and Lucretia at the same time. Maybe Lucretia will live fixed damage for extra life. If he does that, my Helena can retreat, and I just play Landius, Helena, and healer, right? So I still have mass heal. So I don't know why he just did. I don't understand what he just did there. He just wasted an AOE here. He used this Master of Ice, which did almost no damage on my Helena, healed her for more, and can't even slow her because she has immune to all debuff from Chivalry. That was so weird. And then he dumped. I don't know what he's doing here. It's perfect for me because if he throw everything at my Helena, I can't even kill my Helena. The game is mine. So he wasted a bunch of AoE on my Helena. Still can't kill her. That's a 5-star Helena. It's crazy. So I have the game now. So I just start mass healing people up, and he can't do anything. And Helena's not gonna die. It just I don't know what he's doing. And then he started doing 3C on my Helena, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. So yeah, he just ran away, and then my Helena run back, and he can't beat me. He has no healer, I have healer, and 2 DPS and a tank. That worked out somehow. All right, so last but not the least, game 5. So I look at this and I'm like, I crapped my pants. I shit my pants seeing this box. I'm like, oh my god, full on AoE rush, right? So thank God I have Ares from the Mercenary, and that allows me to have more long range threats in Ben pick, right? So my idea here is to pick all the long range threat, pick maybe Frontier for again or plus movement. He's gonna go ham on me with AoE, and I don't want him to out zone me, right? So I started banning Akaya. He still have one more speed buff and one more teleporter, so I feel like he should first pick Hay or Warner, so he can outzone me. But he didn't. He first picked Juggler after banning my Rosensuit. And that allows me to ban the teleporter Hay and Warner. Right? I don't want to P1 to set up a teleport or with speed buff, right? So now I can play on somewhat even field from a range perspective. And I believe I first pick Frontier here. Right? Frontier with some heal to help with AoE, act again. So he bans Burn and Kayura. Honestly, I don't know why he bans Burn. He has so much AoE. Why does Burn bothers him? I don't actually get it. I mean, it is a faction buff counter to my Frontier, but wouldn't banning Hilda be better than banning Burn? Or why are you afraid of Burn? Like you still have Clotaire. Clotaire rips Burns apart, right? I'm confused why he did this, but the Kayura ban kind of makes sense because I have one less AoE heal. I basically have no AoE reactive AoE counter now. So he did pick Clotaire. So if he was going to pick Clotaire outrange Burn and kills Burn like a madman. Like the 3C does bonus damage to Burn. I learned that the hard way playing against Screaming against doing Screaming with my guildmate. So that was weird. But I'm learning the ban pick too, right? I'm so panicking right here. So I just decided to ban like Frontier and TJS. So one less teleporter, one less act again, or speed buff. This is still a speed buff. So I banned all the teleporter. Okay, SB Jessica, all 3 speed buffer, right? That's my idea. I want to outrange him. And I picked Sherry here because I kind of got rid of all the range, the long range. So I want to kind of snipe him a bit with Sherry. I feel like I can do it, but maybe I should have just gone with Helena, Ares, and Luke. Just go longest leg possible. Maybe this was not the right play. yeah, maybe I can just go Helena, Ares, like Elwin, and like just go crazy with massive long legs, right? But I picked Sherry somehow. I don't know if this was right, but I picked. He banned Elwin and TJS, who kind of buffed right, like Sherry, and then he again. I am like, why? If you pick Ares, why are you banning Elwin? You could ban Hilda here, which is a faction buffer for Florentia, and I have no tank if you ban Florentia. Just I guess you have Landius, right? But Ares rips Landius apart too, and also kills Elwin if Elwin's out of position, right? Elwin dies to Ares single target. So I think his ban pick is not optimal, and that gave me a lot of advantage. Um, yeah, so I just pick Luke, very flexible, 2 life, long range threats, and he banned the rest of my longer legs. So again, I guess one of them could be this, right? I feel like if he was out of position, maybe my Sherry can kill you 2 units back to back. That's kind of my thought at the time since he's playing AoE Rush. Rosensteel, honestly, I don't know why he picked Rosensteel at this point, and then just banned 2 more AoEs, very dangerous AoEs, and I actually pick another Ack again. I'm just going tankless now because there's no point picking tanks at this point in time. I'll just go Liana with double Ack again, and he's gonna pick either of the AoE here. And he banned both my tanks last. And in this time I pick Odious, right? I pick Odious to slow down Ares a little bit. And I forgot Maya can actually clean tiles. I actually forgot about that. So this was a very scary game to play, to be honest. Again, see, Ares was single target. So I mean, I have no tank now, so you might as well go AOE, to be honest. So at this point, I don't know why he actually. I guess I have 2 healers, so I have no tank. So this kind of makes sense. But then why ban my Elwin? Anyways, and this is a cavalry juggler with no bracer, a madman, crazy rush. This is Maya with 6 block, 5 block nuke. Rosensteel with Miracle, and also Empire Faction buff. I actually forgot about that. So that's actually pretty good for Maya and Clotaire. Yeah, and then maybe I should have banned that. And then Juggler. And then on my side, I brought the tiles to slow people down, and I brought Mass Attack on Luke. To Mass Attack Sherry, and I brought actually Earth Elf Knight to have more range, because I have 1 + 1 6 8 range, right? If I Bleed, I have even more range. I brought Gospel here, which can Gospel Sherry as well. I bought Mass Attack, so Mass Attack she can Mass Attack herself, and I guess Sherry, but I can only Gospel 1 person. And I have 1 more AoE heal here because there's so much AoE coming, right? So he started faction buffing, and I move my ODS forward to slow him down, right? Just like a little bit forward here, right? And then he moved Maya forward to clean my tile, so his juggler can actually come through. I was learning the game. I was like, what just happened? Apparently, she can clean tiles, and yeah. So this ODS wasn't the best pick. It still slows down this Ares substantially. A juggler can still go in here 1 2 3, and then 1 2 3 4. So this line here is not safe, right? Clotaire can go anywhere, like here 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, right? Or he can go 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. So I was in a tough spot, and I decided to put Sherry forward to bait the AOE, and I can heal through with 2 healer anyways, and I want my Sherry to be more forward for Ack again threat, right? And he just went in, so he just decided to go in, and did this. He just threw everything at me. I'm a bit confused why he did that. So I just started healing here, right? And I gave Sherry +2 move here because I still have 1 more Ack again from Yeah, and then I'm not sure what he's. Yeah, so right here, I think his juggler started just junking in as well. He just went in. And to my surprise, it's a Spirit Boot juggler. So he locked my Sherry down. And I'm like, okay, so if you lock my Sherry down, I'm gonna just AoE, hack again my Loop, so my Loop can kill your juggler, and Liana still did so much heal. And because it's not a Bracer juggler, and it's Cavalry juggler, less tanky juggler just died. I put Loop back there for more safety. So he decided to go in and kill my Sherry. We're just starting the trade now, which is I'm completely fine with that. Yeah, so he almost killed my Sherry here. I mean, no, I mean he did kill my Sherry here. And so he can. I forgot. Like Frontier can just die here to single target. Maybe I should have moved Frontier here to attack, but I decided to move Odious here to attack. And I didn't really kill, but my Gift of Eternal Life healed Frontier to full life, and Frontier lived as a result. So this Gift of Eternal Life was OP, man. I thought about healing Frontier herself to slow play this, but I'm like, screw this, I'm just gonna kill Ares here, and I can, act against someone again, just go offensive. And he disconnected here for a second, but it didn't make a difference. His Maya autoed, what he should have autoed anyways. Right, so in this case, I go attack into Crow and I heal again with Gift of Eternal Life. And he basically have no play left. I have 4 units. He had 2 units. Game is over. I mean, I have 3 units. Right? I just long range kill Maya. I think I really like the Scepter of Divinity on Luke right now. With so many long range thread, I swapped my Gift of Eternal Life away to add more range. So that was my 5 games, and I kind of ran into all kind of boxes. And the last one really shit my pants, but the opponent played like a madman, just threw everything in without proper planning. And I had to ban like 3 speed boosts and 2 teleport to gain some advantage. And he gave me 2 hack again. So I think he threw the game in Bentic. And then he threw the game inside the game as well. Anyways, I'm happy with this. I did not run into any crazy strong Langrisser player, like top players. Probably because one, I was Gold 3 last season. I basically took last season off. And two, this is the last time slot on Sunday, and a lot of top players already got to Langrisser rank, so they probably took a break. Right, they all took a break. Look at all these people. This is crazy. This is crazy. And congrats to Mayberry and some other coup and a lot of players reaching Langrisser rank. Just very dedicated players. Congrats to these players. And I'm gonna try to play a proper box in 2 weeks when I add Kruger and Basel. So that was it. But last but not the least, I'm gonna just show you all my gears and stats so you have an idea. This is my Hilda with decent enchant. I'm not gonna show you all the gear enchant. I'm just gonna show the overall stats. Yeah, this is my Landius, my Tejas. I used to have one staff here with 10 flat int, but I gave that one to Lucretia. I think she's the more force to be reckoned against, and TJS is more teleporter bot at this point, or strength buff bot. She's still very strong nonetheless. And then my burn, I swapped the balance blade from a Mayuner because Mayuner, you're never going to reach opponents in this heavy mage meta, right? So I just go balance blade for 1 extra range if I was to use sword dance. This will be better once I add 2 more AoE. I didn't know if I should go Apex Boots for today, but I might change to Apex Boot. I have a 7% attack, 7% defense one there. I think I'll reroll for like 10% attack, some HP, hopefully. And that will complement my AoE setup in 2 weeks. So I kept Overlord Badge in case I ban mages and I have to use him to off tank. I actually didn't run into any Himiko today. So the Overlord Badge was kind of a Himiko counter too, I guess. ODS, pretty standard loadout here. faction buff helps Kayura with 12% bonus damage, but I didn't even use Kayura today. And then my Elwyn, I use Elwyn a lot in Season 6. Got the Langrisser thanks to SP Elwyn Glory single target box. But too many units kill Elwyn now. Ares kills Elwyn, Helena kills Elwyn, right? Even if Elwyn's out there by himself with Avalanche Life, right? The post damage is just crazy, right? And then Leon kills Elwyn. Luke kills Elwyn too if Puppet's gonna be in range to also attack Elwyn afterwards, right? And then even Sherry kills Elwyn because Sherry can attack Elwyn twice if Elwyn's out there. So Elwyn is in a tough spot. That's why I'm gonna remove Elwyn, add Balzo, and I'm gonna remove Mario too for the same reason. Mario's in a tough spot, short leg, feels like more like a healer. So next week, instead of this mercenary here and Elwyn, in 2 weeks, I'm gonna add Balzo and Kruger. My Luke is 5-star, still decent enchant. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with her today. She's super strong, just crazy to be honest. So flexible with the skill sets. Just OP, man. She's so OP. So I like it. I like this so far. She's a strong first pick. And then my Helena. Let me take some water. So my Helena got some lucky enchant here from like I don't know, 15 or 20 SR Breeze Scroll. This is my best enchant on weapon. I'm very happy. The next best enchant is the 10 flat int one that's currently on Luke, previously on T-Dress. So I'm happy with this. So I already broke 500 green attack at 5-star. So this is very usable in this Strike Master class. A lot of people change her to Royal Knight, which has more defense than M defense to be tankier. But you lose a bit of attack, but you can do that at 6-star. I don't have the luxury to switch, especially when I don't have enough AB stones. I need to build Kruger and Balzo still. So I'm gonna keep her a Strike Master. She did good job today, right? And the reason we bring this Prisoner's Gear is that we can make sure we can one-shot high defense SPL win if that ever happens. There's a lot of cavalry out there, right? So this helps that. You could build her with Overlord Badge or Judge Talisman, I guess. Whatever enchant, that's pretty good. This is good enough, and I decided to just use that. My Lico's faction buff is quite important later on for Kruger and Balzo, and also important for Kayura. It will be 9% bonus damage for her 3C because it's 3-turn cooldown. She's a very good AoE healer, and I gave her one of my Night Bloom. This is 14.4% int for 6-star int. Her int is a bit low, HP is a bit low, so I'm looking forward to upgrading her to 6-star. She's just like, I think, 3 out of 150 right now. So I'm gonna throw the 60 shard bag at her if I get lucky with the Kruger summon. Otherwise, I might use that shard bag on Kruger to push Kruger to 5-star. So I gave Bracer to her. Right now I have just Bracer on Juggler, Bracer on Elwyn, Bracer on Licorice, Bracer on Florentia. I want more Bracer, man. I need Bracer for Balzo. If I don't get one, in 2 weeks, I might have to steal Elwyn's. That feels really bad. My Elwyn's Bracer is decently enchanted for him. It just feels bad, man. It's not Elwyn's day, sadly. And then I have Rosen Seal, 6-star, standard, enchant, not too OP. And then my Sherry with 501 attack. She has a lot of HP. She actually have 33% HP enchant. There's a lot of HP there, and then 10% HP here, and then 6% HP here with more than 10% attack. So I got pretty lucky. I'm very happy with my Sherry, to be honest. I'm gonna switch back to this for Aniki build, for Aniki farming. Yeah, Sherry is very strong. Helped me win some game today. Liana, I used to have Bracer on her, but now I put Joker Plushie. She's fine. I put Tenio here. I gave her Glory of the Wild to, I think, Lucretia. Not the greatest enchant, to be honest, but it works. It works cool enough. Fairly decent. She's not too stat hungry. And then Florentia for the other bracer here, and I'm waiting for her exclusive, which I believe will come out on in is it next week? Let me check this real quick here. Exclusive gear on Wikigreaser, Florentia. Yeah, in on 23rd. So next Thursday. I just I summoned on the new equipment banner last Thursday, and I got a lot of ultimate earmuffs. I got 5 of them, so I just merged 4 of them. Throw a few. I got this, no int, whatever is good enough for her. I put it on. I put it on my Frontier. HP is always good, defense good, and I'm going to build the exclusive gear once that comes out, and I'll be rerolled enchant on her. So I'm happy with this, and this is really good enchant too. I threw SR enchant on this and got it. Right, so I'm pretty happy. This could use some work, but whatever. It's like 8% int. This is really good. I'm very happy with this HP and defense, so I'm keeping that. She needs more HP to survive some AoE stuff. And then last but not the least, we have Kayura here. I upgraded Faceless, Holy build. I have a whole video on 6-starring her earlier today, so feel free to check that out. I talk a lot about how I'm planning to use her. Right, kind of like 3C with Faith and jump back. I want to ensure a kill with 15% attack. I have to do more math, do more tests on what I can kill and cannot kill. And maybe I can throw some meteor on this and get some fat int and boost this to like 440. Wishful thinking. If I want to attack assassinate burn, then I want to use sorceress instead of faceless. And faceless can kill like Balzo. All right, so that is my box, and this is the mercenary this week. Very, very thankful for this mercenary. It really helped me out for this week, long range single target box. Next week, if I play, maybe I play 1 match and I use Mario, and she can stall a bit. This is my Mario with a Twilight Star. All right, so that's it for today, and I'm happy with my 5 wins, and I guess I got lucky against my opponents. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck on the next week's equipment gambling, and good luck to everybody's Apex next week as well. Enjoy this season. /out.